Evolution mode is now finished, and what I am going to do now is get on with showing off the cheat codes, which, by the way, with the PlayStation version of the game, no one has actually thought about doing until now. But before then, there's something else I want to do first before we move on to that. And what that thing I want to do is this. So I'm going to head up to the garage and basically see if I'm able to afford repairing each of the cars that probably need repairing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what cars need repairing and which ones don't. Basically just going through all the cars I've used in this game and repairing each one that needs repairing, because I am cool that way. And just checking through each of the cars I have in my garage and seeing which ones need repairing and which ones don't. So far at least, we're not doing too badly in terms of the cars we need to repair. Okay, that's all nice. Just checking through them to see which ones. Okay, that's also perfect. And what about this one? Okay, that's all good. And the Boxster definitely needs some repair work. That should not cost me too much. And indeed it doesn't. Okay. And now the 968 CS. Yeah, that definitely needs some repair work. Yeah. Okay. And now I think we move on to the modern era cars here, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. Okay. Just moving through and seeing which ones need the repairs most and which ones don't. And so far, most of them have needed repair work. Okay, so not too much on the 928S. Just bits and bobs really with that one. And oh yeah, this thing definitely needs repairing. I'm certain of that. Yep, okay. And now we move on to the race model, which also no doubt needs repairs. And this is way more expensive than the other cars I've repaired so far. You know, it does actually amaze me to say that I caused very little damage to the 911 Turbo 993. That does amaze me. Oh yeah, this thing is going to be expensive. But it's okay, because there is something else I need to showcase whilst I'm here. And just needed to be sure in knowing that I had more than enough money to conduct these repairs. The Porsche 917 is the car I've driven most in this game, because I drove it 22 times apparently. And lastly, we have the 911 GT1. And then once we are done, we can get a look at the bonus credits we get for completing tournament mode. So now that all the cars are repaired, and it's taken me just over 4 minutes to do all of that, I'm now going to show off the bonus we get. So there's something here called the final bonus, and this is something we unlock once we have completed all of the tournaments in this game. And basically what we get is, it's primarily a bonus of 10 million credits. Congratulations, you have collected all the gold trophies and completed evolution. Do you wish to collect your final bonus now? Yes. Based on completing 100% of Evolution, you have earned a 10 million credit final bonus. Congratulations. And I'm going to assume this is just a short little video we get for proving that we've completed the game. Just basically giving an overview of Evolution mode from what I can see, which is something I did not expect was going to happen, but well, here we are. And I also get the victory circle to prove it. I think that's what it's called. I know there's a name for it, but I really cannot be bothered to figure out what that name is. But yeah, as you can see up there, we now have a bonus of 10 million credits added on to the 708,000 credits we had previously after doing all the repairs. And now I am going to save the game so I don't have to show this off again. And now we can get on with the cheat codes themselves. So, save to the game now, and now I am going to abort. I've already saved to the game, don't need to save it again. With the bonus, we can basically go back and do the other events now anytime we want, but basically what we have to do now is we've got to activate the cheat mode. And okay, so change of plan, it does not look as though the cheat codes are officially going to work. And even though I did try and see if there was any way for me to get the cheat codes to work, sadly it does not look like they will. Plus, the only way I really can get them to work is if there is a phone line still available that basically closed down probably more than 20 years ago, so to be completely honest, I'm not going to do the cheat codes. But that does not mean I'm not going to send this game off without some sort of hitch. And basically what I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to show off these two modes. So we have time battle, we've also got chase mode and capture the flag, and race mode, well, that's basically just quick race. And going to do one round of chase mode, and well, I'm just going to make it an easy opponent, and also going to put my profile name in because why not. And the car I'm going to use, well, since I have now learned that it is the player who is officially the suspect driver, I'm going to use the Porsche 924 Carrera GT. And as for the colour, well, sure, why not? Let's drive this thing in piss, if that's what it takes. And well, yeah, let's go to America. As the suspect, you must elude the police for the duration of the allotted time. If successful, you win the round. And we are just going up a guy called Cop. So, let's see how we go.
3, 2, 1, go!
And just exiting the junction now. And basically, I'm just going to make sure I survive this. That's about the only thing I really need to do here. So, basically what you need to do is you need to survive for about 2 minutes of a run, and then once you have managed to survive those 2 minutes, that's basically how you win the round, officially. this is probably the only thing I can really do now because, well, technically, I don't really think time attack mode really has any critical importance, and well, the only reason I figured I'd do this is because, well, I just want to show off what it's like to be with the cops, officially. And we are basically just driving round and round in circles, essentially, is what we're doing at the moment. Come on, just hold on. Just a little bit longer. And there we go. I win! Congratulations, you finished first. So that's basically how chase mode in this game works. I'm also gonna record this for about probably 2 minutes or so, just to try and see if there's any thumbnail worthy material. I could probably even try and see if there's anything for me to get of the cop car whilst I'm here, which, by the way, is definitely something I want to try and do. There is also a fly somewhere right in front of me, but I'm not going to take care of it yet because I'm still recording. Unless it bites me, then I may have to kill it. But you know. Just getting a full replay here of the 924. Just because, why not? That's probably one of the best shots I'm going to get between myself and the Caprice. Not really getting many good shots here, from what I can tell. No, shouldn't really matter anyway, because that was when I won it. Oh, okay. I did not think that was going to happen straight afterwards. Although it doesn't matter because I already won it, so... Ha! I win the chase. Yeah, that fly was being really annoying, so... If you did hear any soft claps, it was basically just me having to basically kill it before it bit me. So yeah, you know. We are of course entering summer, so these things are to be expected. Well, technically we're in like spring, but summer will not be far away from now. And just going to collect one flag and easy opponent because I want this to be easy. And as for the car, well, I want to go classical here. I want to choose a car that's a real classic here. Sure, why not? Let's use the 1973 Carrera RS. Why not? And next, as for the city, well, you know what? Let's finish this in Scotland and the Highlands. Be the first to collect one NFS flag to win this game. And the reason I'm only doing one of each is because, well, I just want to make this easier.
3, 2, 1, go!
Because, you know. And... oh, that was very poor there. That was extremely bad there. Okay, I'm trying again.
3, 2, 1, go!
So, attempt 2 of capture the flag here. Hopefully I can do a better job this time.
Congratulations! You've won the race!
Haha! And don't really think there's any thumbnail material here, but either way, I still managed to get my points. Oh, so that's what happened to Chump. Okay, well anyway. So that's pretty much a quick overview of both chase mode and capture the flag mode, and that'll basically do it for this game. And so, that, ladies and gentlemen, was Need for Speed Porsche 2000. Also known as Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed. Okay, so, to be completely honest, if there is one word I would use to describe this game solely made for Porsches, I can definitely say it's a very unique game, and I can definitely understand why this is probably one of the most audacious games in the series EA has produced to date. But overall, for a game itself that came out at the start of the millennium, I do think overall this is a pretty cool game. And it is fair to say there is tons of variety. There's also a ton of good tracks to learn in each of the countries this game has, as of which there are basically 5 countries, and realistically I would say overall there's about probably 15 tracks altogether, somewhere in the region of 10 to 15 tracks. There's tons of variety among the car choices. You can either choose to basically sell any cars you just raced with, or you can do this the more rewarding way like I did, and that is do the races over and over again for grinding purposes. But I will admit, it does have a lot of problems physics-wise, because I can definitely say the handling and physics models of this game, they're questionable to say the least. And there were certain times, of course, where the crash physics basically just glitched me straight through the racetrack, either into a building or basically just straight off the track entirely, and where basically I had to simply drive straight through the object, basically pile drive it to get back on the racetrack. And that was kind of annoying. Another annoying thing this game has as well, the reset button hardly works. I mean, when you're supposed to have a reset button, I would at least expect my car to be placed back on the track where there's a clear view in front of me, and not when you're resetting me in front of an object, a lamppost or a telephone pole or whatever. I would expect you to basically reset me back on the road and not at the side of the road. So that's another thing. Thirdly, the 5-character limit you're allowed to put in as the player, that's also kind of annoying, and it is fair to say that probably does need some work. And I think the last of the problems I can think of is the roads being visible when you're racing at night, because a lot of the time I could not see where the roads were at night. I was basically driving blindsided when it came to driving in the dark, as in I just literally could not see where the road was, and I would have expected that to be a continuation on from the previous game where you could actually see where the road was in the dark. But sadly, however, this game doesn't have that. And it also kind of sucks to say that this game does not have a restart option, because I do think that's definitely something they could have put in the pause menu, because, well, every other game in the series up to this point did have a restart option, but sadly this one doesn't. And basically what that means is you have to cope with even more leverage in terms of basically having to roast the cars you buy, and then just basically having to suffer the somewhat expensive consequences of damaging your car without there being an option to restart. And it also doesn't help that when it comes to quick racers mode, there is not an option to turn the damage off. But yeah. So anyways, those are some of the problems I can think of. There's probably more. The PlayStation version of this game could definitely be better, but if you really want quality, then I highly recommend you check out the PC version, or if you want to be one of those portable gamers, you can always check out the GBA version. And yes, by the way, there is a GBA version of this game available. But yeah, so I do like how you get notifications saying that you've completed certain parts of the evolution mode. I also quite like the number of unique tracks that you have in evolution mode when it comes to the circuit configurations, as in basically the circuits themselves aging with the era of when the race cars were made and about when they were racing. So that's another really cool thing. And lastly, this game was a refresher for me personally, because it turned out to be a lot easier in most parts than I personally thought it was going to be, and that was not what I was expecting, but yeah. So, TLDR, cool game altogether, plenty of variety, also got some good tracks as well as plenty of old Porsches here, because, well, this game is over 20 years old, 23 years old to be precise, and aside from all of those things, that's pretty much all I've got for this game. So yeah, that will do it for Porsche Unleashed, and the next game will be coming up pretty soon. And I'm already now holding the cover for what that game is going to be. In other words, I'm holding the box cover for what that game is going to be. But I'm not going to say until the intro has been uploaded, so yeah. Until then, thanks for watching. I'm Jordan Mustang 87, and until the next gaming LP, guys and gals, I'm out. Peace. Okay, just let me boot up the menu, just because apparently the main menu does not want me to dawdle. Okay, so anyways, yeah. So as I said before, thanks for watching. I do recommend you check this game out if you get the time to do it. And I will see you guys and girls in the next gaming LP I do. But until then, thanks for watching, and peace out.